Good morning, guys. Whew, that's too much. It is Dorothy with 6 Day Ranch. So you know how we always tell you that it's always different each day on the farm? Well, it's true because every day something new happens. And I don't know if you remember, so about 3 or 4 months ago, we had Tropical Storm Beta hit, and there was like 60+ mile-an-hour winds that came with that, and we anchored everything down except for the pig shelter and the goat shelter. We were like, you know, it's heavy enough, and they withstood the 60-mile-an-hour wind. Well, let me show you. We had 20 to 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts last night, and look what happened. What are we gonna do? Guys, like really? Oh man. So the goat shelter flipped upside down. And we have no idea how it happened. Like I said, our Tropical Storm Beta came through, and that was way more wind than what we had last night. Maybe it was the wind direction, I don't know, but that's like hundreds of pounds of wood that we built, and it's upside down. So we're not going to worry about it today. There's no rain in the forecast or anything like that. The goats will be just fine. They actually play on it now. They go inside and jump around and they have fun with it. I don't know. But I'm going to have to figure something out because their mineral feeder was on the inside of there. So what I'm probably going to have to do is at least unscrew that and maybe put it on a post or something, or put it on a tree, like screw it into a tree or something, just so that way they can have those minerals. And then, I mean, we feed them outside of the feeder anyways. Right. Y'all weren't even in there when it happened. Everybody's all nice and safe. Look, all 4 of you. Huh, Jules? I know, it's probably just traumatic. I don't know if you guys remember, but the goats, they actually sleep on the concrete pile out in the pasture. They don't even sleep in their shelter. Now, whenever it rains, you know, they hunker down inside of there. But other than that, you know, they don't really use their shelter that often. Mostly, like I said, whenever it rains. But see, all this concrete was like spread out back behind it, all through the pasture. And there's actually a piece of it over there still. But when we rented the skid steer, Stephen piled it all up right here. Like, that's from an old fence. And I don't know why they put it right through here, because right through there, where it gets low, it drains, all the water drains to the neighbors behind us into their pond. So we moved it all there, and we were eventually going to load it up and haul it off. But the goats, they sleep there and they play on it. And Billy, I'm trying to walk, so they use it. So we were like, well, we'll keep it if they're going to use it. Goats like to climb on things, gives them something to do. I'm just gonna come and check on the pigs. You can see their shelter made it. Everybody else's shelter made it. Even the really light, the chicken coop tractor, which is right there, that made it just fine too. It doesn't even look like it moved. But I don't know about the goat shelter. Hey bud, you want some head scratch? Oh, does that feel good? My big Kevin. I always let him smell me, just so he knows. I let both of them smell me. I feel like it kind of helps them know, hey, she's friendly. Hi, Socks, look. And she likes to be scratched on her nostril or snout. Kevin. And then Kevin's jealous. He always comes in between. Excuse me, Jules. Yeah, they got some feed. Oh man. Oh, it is cold. It's like in the 40s today. We have been busy on the inside of the house this past week. We actually went, or actually I did. So I was doing the old school way to take off that wallpaper. I was using a scorer and then spraying on the wallpaper remover. Man, that was taking forever. But we did some digging online and found out that you can buy a steamer and it like peels it right off. It's like amazing. So I'm excited to show you guys that. I finished all of the I finished removing all the wallpaper out of Devin's bathroom, which is what we're working on, but I was like, you know, we have wallpaper in our bathroom. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on it, even though we aren't, you know, doing our bathroom just quite yet. That's next on the list after we finish his. So I'm actually gonna try to show you guys today how I do that, and the steamer that we use, if I can get to it. The first thing I gotta do, so far everybody's good. I've already checked on the ducks. I think they need some water, but I just need to check on everybody first. And then I'm gonna clean house as well, because we get the boys, and we, you know, it's Christmas Eve, so happy Christmas Eve, guys. Or Merry Christmas Eve. I don't know how you say it. Whichever, you know what I mean. I'm gonna get the house cleaned and picked up. All the presents are wrapped and under the tree. Also, one exciting thing, I'm sure if you guys follow us on Facebook, y'all saw us make the post. We had a cow that got loose, and I'll actually explain that better. So the people to the right of us, they have cattle, and there was this little calf, like a little heifer. She was just hollering away, and she was up at the front of the property, and we were like, well, what's wrong with her? Is she hurt? You know, what's going on? I was like, I'm gonna go check it out. And I told, right as I said that, I saw this huge cow. She was just walking down the road. I was like, Steven, there's a cow out. So we got on the mule and we called the guy next door. We were like, hey, you have a cow out. And he wasn't home, but he was close by. So we were like, well, you know what? Let's just walk it and see if it'll go back in. Because usually with cattle, once they get out, if you kind of just help them, they go back right to where they got out. Well, she wasn't going anywhere. There was like one spot in the fence that she was trying to get into, but she couldn't fit. So we walked her, and she came down to our house, and we just opened the gate. She walked right in because we wanted to keep her safe. People fly around the corner right here. There's like a big curve, and they just fly around that curve, and we were like, well, we don't want someone else to get injured or this cow to get injured. So we brought her into our property, got to hang out with her for a few minutes until the owner came, and we got her back with the baby. But it was fun. It was kind of some good excitement for the day. Let's see if we have any eggs. Guys, look at that. I collected eggs yesterday. Look at all those clean eggs going in my pocket. I'm always afraid that one day they're gonna break inside my pocket. I say that and it's gonna happen today. I have an egg carrier, but I always forget to bring it with me. So I always end up putting them in my pocket. Oh, and there's one on the other side. Ooh, that one was freshly laid. That felt weird. And one in here. They're nice and cold too, except for that one. Alright guys, I'm going to take these eggs inside. Everybody is good and taken care of. Everybody's staying warm. And we'll keep you up to date. We'll probably show you a video on how we're going to fix that goat shelter. Man, it's windy and it's cold. It's like 40 degrees out here. Alright, so I'm going to go inside, get stuff taken care of, and then I'm going to try to show you guys how I remove that wallpaper. This is the steamer that we use. We got it from Lowe's, but I can put the link down below. I think it's on Amazon as well. And we'll show you guys. And it's actually this right here. So all you got to do is right here, you fill it up with water, which I still have water in here from last time. So I'm going to use all of it first. So if you listen, you can actually hear it starting to heat up. And so I'm going to let this sit until I start seeing steam coming out of this. By the way, it comes with this one, which the steam comes out of the bottom hole right here. It's got the handle on the back, so you can literally just hold it here and then move it along, which I really like this one. It covers more of an area. It also comes with a smaller handle, which I don't have with me. It's actually in Devin's room, but I can show you in the box. There's that small handle that I'm talking about, like whenever you want to get just smaller areas. So I'm going to let this heat up, and I'm going to show you how I get this off. And by the way, this is very messy. It's a lot of work, so you want to make sure that you put plastic or whatever down. We're going to be redoing these floors in here, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'm just going to clean it really well afterwards. I didn't show you guys, we had our granite redone the same time that we had Devin's redone, and that was the outcome of what it looks like. Man, it's beautiful. We also replaced this, and I definitely recommend, if you were to get a new faucet for your bathroom, to get one that is really tall up here, because you can really get under here to wash your face. And at night we always have water by our bed, so all of the water in the house comes from the same place through the water softener. So at night I don't want to go all the way into the kitchen to refill my water cup, so I just fill it up in here. And my big tall Arctic cup fits in there, so definitely recommend. Alright guys, so it's on, and water drips from here, so you need to make sure that you don't get underneath it, because this is really, 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 really hot. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this like right here. See, there's water gurgling all over the place, and that's normal. At least I think it's normal. I was doing it when we first got it, so I'm going to say it's normal. And I'm going to hold it here for about 10 to 15 seconds. So once you do that, you can actually see that the water is absorbing into that. And look, I just pick it up, watch. And then, even right here, this is that undercoat. You can use this now, and look, that's the drywall underneath. Look at that. Some of it, depending on how much like glue they put underneath, it needs just a little bit longer. Sometimes you can just put a little bit of elbow grease into it, and it comes right up. Guys, that was like 30 minutes, probably about 30 minutes, but I have almost half of this walls completely done. I just have up there, on this wall of course, and then above the door. Like I said, there's a couple spots that there's probably like more mud than, more glue than there was in other spots, so it took a little bit more holding that steam on there. Also, anywhere that they mudded, you know, had mud on the wall underneath the wallpaper, that mud's gonna melt just a little bit from the heat, which is okay. You can see like right here, but you can come through and just sand that out afterwards. But this is a much easier job than doing it the other way I was doing it, because I was damaging the wall. The scorer was getting into the sheetrock and damaging the sheetrock, so that was just more mudding that Steven has to do afterwards. But this is like smooth. You can almost just sand it down a little bit and texture it. So I'm gonna finish the rest of this, and then I'll give you guys an update. Hey guys, so I got about halfway through removing the wallpaper. I'm gonna stop there for today because me and Steven are gonna enjoy the rest of the day together. He got the Devin's bathroom all textured, and we're just gonna wait for that to dry, and he's gonna try to paint it tomorrow. Hopefully the boys will be okay with that on Christmas, and they can help. We actually don't have too much planned tomorrow for Christmas. We're just gonna open some presents and hang out around here, take care of the farm. That wallpaper, it was like super easy to come off. The longer you hold the steamer in one area, the longer, or the easier it's gonna come off. So I'm over halfway done with it. I'll probably try to finish that tomorrow while Steven paints. And then with that shelter, we're gonna keep you guys up to date. I'm not sure how we're gonna tilt it back over. You know, we're just really grateful to God because none of the animals was in there, for one, and none of them was behind it or anything like that. So they're really good and safe and taken care of. Nobody's injured. Everybody's okay. And then also, we're really grateful that it didn't land on the fence line, because it's like 2 feet away from the fence line, and if it would have landed there, then we would have had an issue. They could have gotten out, gotten into the neighbor's property. Who knows what they could have gotten into back there, or just numerous things, you know, they could have gotten hurt. So we're really grateful for that. Thank you, Jesus. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great family time tomorrow on Christmas Day, and we love you guys, and we'll see you next time.